It's always elusive to them. I chased the dollar for 2 years, and I went broke twice. If you stop and become a professional first, get belief in those 4 areas that we just talked about, you will then get paid, and the money will flow like water. The money flows after the education. I promise you, it's worth it. The good thing is you can make a little bit of money. Just a little bit of money as you're getting educated. And then once you become more educated, a little bit more money flows. Once you get a little bit more educated, more money flows. And once you finally graduate from the College of Network Marketing, per se, the money flows. And typically when we get there, we need a good kick in the butt. I told you, we're not pulling punches on this CD because it's for you to get through this funk. Unfortunately for many people, once their attitude gets bad enough, there's nothing or nobody that's going to be able to help them. I hope that each and every one of you listen to this CD. You're not at that point yet. I hope that you're not at the point where you can't be helped with such a negative attitude. Maybe you're a little frustrated. Maybe you're a little bit undecided about your future. Maybe you have no idea where you're going right now. You don't know what to do, but I hope that your attitude is not in the toilet. If your attitude's there, man, you got to get out of there. It's probably not. Your attitude's probably not there because, first of all, you probably wouldn't be listening to this CD if your attitude was beyond repair. I really hope you aren't there yet. Really hope you're not there yet. I don't think you are. Because if you were, I don't believe you'd have taken the time to go this far on this CD. If you're in a funk in your business, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know it's okay. It's okay to be in a funk. We all go through it. Don't beat yourself up yet. All that means is that your beliefs aren't where you need to be yet. That's it. Don't beat yourself up because you're in a funk. We all go there. We all go through it. Every successful person that I know in this industry, including myself, we've all gone through it. Don't avoid your upline. Cling to your upline. Cling to your sponsor. Contact your sponsor. Communicate with your sponsor. What you have to do is go back. You got to say, okay, I've tried to do this business with the skills and attitudes that I came here with, but I've realized I must first learn the skills and attitude of a professional network marketer. You must then find the person in your upline and duplicate their success. You got to accept it. You got to go back. You got to realize I tried to do it with what I came here with, and I ended up in a funk. So now you got to go find somebody that's made it through the funk. Probably the person who gave you this audio, and help start duplicating their success. Not just be able to create it for yourself, but be able to duplicate it. That's such an important point. You must find the perfect coach and duplicate their success. The right coach may not be the richest person in your upline. Hear me on that. It may not be the ultra successful person that you may think is the best coach. It may not be that person. The right coach for you, where you're at in your business, is the person that's been able to fall, get back up, and duplicate their success through their downline organization. That's what you're looking for, guys and gals. You're looking for the sponsor. You're looking for the upline that's been able to duplicate themselves, and they've been able to create success for other people. You're not just looking for a person that's been able to create success for themselves. That's a critical point. Critical. Follow someone who's been able to create success for others. That's critical. Not just for themselves. If your company's got CDs or DVDs about the company, you need to get on that. You need to start watching them. You need to soak that in. Find out who's been able to get in a funk, get out of it, duplicate their success. Get on your company's DVDs, watch them. You need to soak up all the information that you can to develop your belief in the company. You got to listen to your team conference calls. You need to attend all the conferences. I don't care if they're 3, 4, 5-day events. I don't care where they're located throughout the country. Start saving your money today and be there. And I mean that with everything in me. If it wasn't for company-wide events or team-sponsored events, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. You got to get there. If your company's got a voicemail system or an email system for daily or weekly announcements, join the system. I don't care what the cost is. It's worth it in gold. It's worth its weight in gold. Your job right now, remember, is to get educated. Because the beautiful thing about this industry, guys and gals, is that it's one of the only professions where you can earn while you're learning. You can make money while you're getting an education. Think about this. How do you jump the funk? How do you, all these things we talk about, how do you jump the funk? You know you're in the funk. You know some things? How do you jump it? Well, I think we got to go back. How do we get to where we're at right now? We know we're in a funk, but how do we get here? Number one, we got frustrated. Number two, the frustration led to some undecided things in our business. Number three, we realized we didn't know where we were going. And number four, we realized we needed a good kick in the butt if we were going to get out of where we're at right now. I've seen it happen many times. I'm there with you. What do I need to do? I want out of it. I know you're thinking that right now. You're thinking, Mike, I want out of this funk. I know I got frustrated. I know I became undecided. I know I don't know where I'm going at this point. Please kick me a good swift kick in the rear end and get me on the right track again. Get me out of this funk. What do I need to do? I want out of it. What you're saying makes sense. Because I know my job and my boss is not going to create financial independence for me and my family. I know you're thinking that right now. You're thinking, I know my job doesn't make any sense. I know my boss is not going to create that for me. I know the type of lifestyle that some people in this company experience on a daily basis. The passion they live with. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what you're thinking. You want that. I know you want that. I want to help my fellow man and woman. I want to help family members and people that I care about. I want to have the money to support causes like maybe Make-A-Wish Foundation. I want to do that. I want to donate money to my church whenever they need to buy a church van or a new building or a gym or whatever. It doesn't matter. I know you're wanting those things. You want those things out of your business. Whatever your passion and your reasons are for doing this business, I know you want that. You're thinking, I want that. I know this business has done it for others, and it can do it for me. You're saying to yourself, you need to be saying to yourself, because you're here at this point, I know my self-talk's been lousy. I've been looking at the negatives and none of the positives. I want to jump the funk. Mike, I want to jump the funk. What I need to do? I tell you what you got to do. You got to jump over the funk. You got to jump over it. You got to get a running start at it and jump over it. You know what you got to do? You got to set goals. You got to set goals like you never set goals before. You got to write them down. Success begins sometimes with disgust. Every successful person in this profession has strong, compelling reasons that were driving them. A lot of you right now, you're too comfortable to become successful. You're too satisfied. You must be thankful, but you got to be ambitious. My wife told me before she married me, she was looking for an ambitious person. You know, thankful but ambitious. That's kind of a weird combination, I know. But you got to learn what to be thankful for. You got to be thankful for what you have. Thankful for the good things in your life. Thankful for your family and appreciative of people. But at the same time, you got to be very, very driven in what you're doing. You got to have strong, compelling reasons that are driving you each and every day for this network marketing profession that you've got involved with to create a passive income for you and your family. Now, those reasons, they don't just have to be for you. They can be for somebody else. Maybe retirement or education for your children or your mom and dad or whatever it may be. Maybe that you're disgusted with that old car you're driving, that clunker. Maybe you can't afford your home right now. Sometimes success begins with disgust. I don't know what it is for you, but I do know that you must have something driving you daily. 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 The urge got to come from within you every single day when you sit down and start building this business. You got to learn to be ambitious, and you got to couple that with being thankful and happy and content in your life. Let me tell you, money's not the answer. You know, somebody told me the Bible says the money's the root of all evil. No, it doesn't. It doesn't say that. The Bible says that the love of money is the root of all evil. And I agree with that statement. Money is only going to make you what you already are. If you're a giving person, you're going to be able to give more. You've either been focusing on the work and the frustration that the work creates, or you've been focusing on the reasons for doing this business. Don't focus on the money. Focus on the reasons. I can tell you, you've been focusing on the work. If you had been focusing on the reasons, those compelling reasons that you have, that you've written down, then you wouldn't be in a funk in the first place. It's really that simple. Think about it. You've been focusing on the money and focusing on the work. You've not been focusing on your reasons. Your mind can't hold two dominant thoughts. If your dominant thought's been on your reasons for doing this business, then you'd not be focusing on your frustrations that the work creates. Does that make sense? You would not be focusing on the frustrations. You've been focusing on your reasons. You know, your mind can't hold two dominant thoughts at the same time.